I'm testing the 2X, giving it a range test, going for about a 16-mile ride. Let's see if I can make it there on 16 miles. The first range test was abandoned because it got too cold. Today is about 50 degrees, nice and sunny. It's a perfect day for a range test. Let's see how this goes.
This is a follow-up to my previous installation and attempt at a range test with the 2X. We had to call that previous range test off because it just got too cold. On this day we had some good weather, and so this is my complete attempt, full charge, trying to go 16 miles. My start weight, 172 pounds with all my gear. The one-wheel weight with all the mods, 32.7 pounds, and the tire PSI, 18. And so for this ride, I am going to go over the fact sheet from the 2X website, some of the highlights that I think everyone should know, especially if you're considering purchasing the 2X. The first is, what is the 2X? Well, the 2X is a 3 battery pack system. Not just 2 battery pack system, but a 3 battery pack system that forms a single massive battery array once they're connected together. Everything comes pre-wired to install into the one wheel, and it replaces the original battery. And so you will actually run down your normal battery, your stock battery, to about 80% before you take it out. And then you will replace that battery with one of the 2X batteries. And then the 2X battery, once it's installed, the website says you're going to have greater torque, faster acceleration, better hill climbability, reduced tendency to nosedive, and at least a 13 to 17 mile range. And I can attest to the fact that you do have better torque and faster acceleration. You definitely do feel better hill climbability. I used to, with this Onewheel Plus in particular, feel these surges as I was going up a hill, and I no longer feel those surges. It's a much smoother ride. The next question is, who can benefit the most from buying the 2X? Well, considering the 2X and its abilities, you should be considering the 2X if you prioritize nosedive prevention. So because you have the bigger battery packs working together, they say that it will help mitigate, decrease the likelihood of a nosedive. The other person that should consider the 2X, if you're looking to buy a replacement stock battery, then instead of getting a stock battery for your Plus or V1 that's just going to get you 5 to 7 miles range, why not get the 2X, which will replace the stock battery and then give you at least double the range. Other people who should be looking into the 2X, gearheads who love to hack their board, people who want their older board to be relevant again and be able to keep up with an XR, bargain ninjas who want to maximize the performance of a cheap used V1 or an old Plus board, people looking to keep their investments relevant longer. You can bring your old one wheel back to life. And then people that are just handy with a wrench looking to pimp their ride. I do have to add here though, if you're not very handy and if you don't like DIY projects, or if you feel queasy taking part in an expensive toy, then this is not for you. The next question, how does a 2X upgraded Onewheel Plus compare to a Onewheel XR? So how does this 2X upgraded Onewheel Plus compare to an XR? Well, the 2X is going to be less prone to nosediving. The range is going to be slightly less than an XR when new, but they say this will reverse with age because of the chemistry of the batteries. The 2X battery should not last much longer than the XR before degrading and needing replacement. So I thought that was pretty interesting. On the website it says the 2X includes support from the 2X team, and I can also attest to that Soren Curry was very responsive at getting back to all of my questions, and there was no waiting around weeks for an email response. He was right on it, either texting me back or communicating with me via Facebook Messenger or email. This does lead me to who the 2X is not for. In addition to people who don't like to tinker with things, if your Onewheel Plus is still under warranty, don't get this because the 2X will void your warranty. The next question is there some way to visualize all these comparisons? And then on their website they have this bar graph which shows the comparison between the different Onewheels, the V1 with the 2X, the Plus with the 2X, and the XR, and the changes in performance. And there's a graphic there for you to check out, and you can check this all out on the website, the 2X website, and I'll have a link down below. Isn't the price kind of expensive? This goes back to what it's worth to you, you know, price, expense, worth, it's all relative. They're offering a quality product that really works with top-notch support. There are a lot of batteries in this 2X system. It's actually 2 Onewheels worth of new batteries, so that's a big chunk of money, and that is where a lot of the cost comes in. Next question is, will it be possible for me to remove the 2X, upgrade, and go back to normal? And the answer is yes. So the 2X was specifically designed so that no original functional parts had to be permanently modified. Another question is, why put the 2X under the board? Well, by doing so, you lower the center of gravity. You also make it so that it looks more sleek and like it's actually part of the Onewheel. This biker here is nice enough to give me a thumbs up. I think that was a thumbs up. Before I forget, I just want to talk about one other group of people who should not get the 2X, and those are people that live in Onewheel in very cold conditions. I found that under 40 degrees Fahrenheit that my range was drastically reduced to 10 miles or less. And so if you live in a cold climate, then you probably shouldn't get the 2X. For some reason, the batteries just don't like the cold. At this point in my ride, I started feeling some pushback going up this hill.
Alright, so I felt quite a bit of pushback going up this hill. I'm supposed to be my family for a lunch appointment, brunch appointment. I'm already late, so I've already called an Uber. I'm pretty close to the destination, but I didn't want to risk it, and feeling the pushback. I'm probably low on batteries anyway. I've gone about 16 miles. All in all, the 2X performed really well. Felt like I had some better torque than before. Definitely got better range. I was getting about 5, maybe 6 miles of range with the stock battery on this Onewheel Plus. Today I did almost 16 miles. I could probably go a little farther. But again, going up this hill, I felt quite a bit of pushback, and that's what slowed me down. And here's my Uber ride.
So this here is pretty cool. This is from the Relive app, and it is going to show you the progress with my ride with some snapshots from the Onewheel app, so you can see what the app shows during this ride. What you do need to know is that the Onewheel app battery gauge, the fuel gauge, is not going to be accurate anymore, and you won't be able to rely on that to know how much fuel you have left, electricity charge you have left. But if you go to the website, it teaches you a way to do it, and that is basically you go to the settings and you look at your voltage during your ride, and when your voltage drops below 50 volts during a ride, then you are getting close to using up your charge. But there you can see my entire journey from starting point to this restaurant here. And so I was meeting my family and some friends for dim sum. And if you've ever had dim sum, you'll know that it is delicious. If you've never had dim sum, then you need to try it out. Dim sum, translated from Chinese, means a little touch of the heart, and that's what it is. And so basically with this brunch / lunch, you have these carts here, and the carts are pushed around by these old Chinese ladies, papas, that will offer you a lot of delicious things to try. And there is some seafood. On this day, I think lobster was 2 for 1, so we ended up getting a couple lobsters, and that was delicious. The thing I love about dim sum is that there is such a wide variety to choose from that you don't have to eat everything. You don't have to enjoy everything. What may appeal to one person may not appeal to someone else. Not everyone's going to like chicken's feet. Not everyone's going to like hakao or siumai. But You know, it's just like that with the options for upgrading your Onewheel to extend its range. There are different options out there, and what may not appeal to you may appeal to someone else. So that's my purpose here, to review these items so that you can make an educated decision on what you want to get to modify your board. I have a complete review on the 2X on my website, oneradwheel.com. Check it out. There I list the pros and cons. In my opinion, I feel the 2X is the sexiest way to increase range on your Onewheel V1 or Plus. It's a very well designed modification that not only looks great, but performs well under the right conditions. Installation takes a bit of elbow grease, but if you're willing to do it, I think this is a great option. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. I will catch you in the next video.
Out of batteries, dude.